We are less than 24 hours away from our first trip to Patagonia, one of the most beautiful places on Earth. I think that was the most stressful 30 minutes of my life at an airport, but we're in Patagonia. We're in for a really great adventure, starting our trip flying into Santiago, Chile. From there, we'll spend a day exploring the city before we take a really early flight to Puerto Natales. From Puerto Natales, we'll take a 2-hour bus ride into Torres del Paine National Park, and then we'll really start our adventure, hiking to one of the refugios on the W Trek. We've planned 5 days on the W Trek to really enjoy the sights and do a glacier walk because it's something that I really wanted to see. You can do the W Trek in 3 to 5 days, but we didn't really want to rush it. After the W Trek, we're going to rent a car and drive across the border into Argentina, where we'll spend time in El Calafate and El Chalten, hopefully getting to see Mount Fitzroy. Clouds permitting, we'll see. But we're so excited to start this adventure, and we're happy to have you with us. Now I'll go through what I'm packing really quickly for the W Trek, starting with my 3 jackets. I'm bringing a rain jacket, a packable puff down jacket, and a fleece layer. And then for pants, I have rain pants, which I'll only really wear if it's rainy outside. I don't really hike in these, but they're good to have. A pair of hiking pants, and then I mostly like to hike in leggings, so I have 2 pairs of leggings. Moving on to shirts, I have 2 tank tops, a tank top bra kind of thing, a sun hoodie, and an athletic t-shirt. An outfit for the first day of the hike, which will be a long sleeve, my sports bra, a different pair of athletic pants, and a quarter zip. And then I fit all of my toiletries for the trek in here. We have liquids, and then a nice pocket for a mini brush, and some other things. Contacts, toothpaste, toothbrush, and then I have 5 pairs of socks and underwear in here, some extra sports bras, and a beanie. And a little pouch of snacks, bars and things that we can take on our hike. Multiple hikes. So some last minute things that we were dealing with today for preparation, making sure that the rental car company knows that we want to drive our car from Chile to Argentina. There's certain paperwork, so they want 7 to 10 days notice for that. Something that's really interesting about all of the communications I've had is everybody speaks Spanish and they're writing all their communications in Spanish. We booked Torres del Paine park passes. The website is all in Spanish. So it's really good if you have a base kind of like knowledge. You don't need it. Of course, we have Translate and different options available to us online, but I did minor in Spanish, so it's been kind of fun to see and just be able to translate things on my own. So,
okay, we are all packed. Of course, we waited until the day of our flight to check and make sure that everything we bought and will likely need is in the backpack and fits. Everything seems to fit in mine. So this backpack, too, I actually bought from Facebook Marketplace. I got a great deal on it. It's normally like a $250 backpack. I got for like $150 or something. Barely been used, so pro tip, always check Facebook Marketplace. Love Facebook Marketplace. You can get a great deal from people who, needed something once or twice but barely used it. That's where I got this awesome backpack. We just got out of our Uber and made it to the airport here at DFW. Got all of our bags. It's on here. It feels pretty good right now. We'll see how we feel after our first 10+ mile day. Tomorrow morning we'll be in Santiago, and it's really just now hitting me. So I will see you guys past TSA.
I always have to make sure the flight exists when we're on the way to the gate. We got some Chili's. We ate some chicken crispers. I got some sour and sweet worms, and we're gonna head to the gate.
We have boarded our flight. We're in premium economy here. First time flying premium economy, and it's pretty nice. I mean, we get some extra leg room here. Only 2 seats on the side. They got 4 in the middle and then 2 on the other side. Super excited for this 9.5-hour flight, and they even gave us this little amenity bag here.
So let's see what we got. We got a pillow. We have some headphones over ear, a blanket, and a little toiletry kit that's pretty cute.
We have made it to Chile after getting about an hour of sleep on that 9-hour flight and having Chili's earlier before we flew here. We were out at Chile, where actually it's quite warm.
What?
It's quite warm in Chile. Got to get some chili in Chile. Anyway, got about an hour of sleep, and we're gonna see if we can make it to the hotel. Maybe on a bus, maybe on an Uber, maybe a shuttle. We don't know yet, but I know I'm getting some coffee. We got through custom. We got through customs, but then we got sent to a different customs line where we just like scanned our bags. So that was kind of weird, but they let us go through. We're taking a ride to our hotel. Almost took an Uber, but it was like $15 USD. The bus here was like $2.50 total, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, so I think we're about to hop on the bus. No, I think that's a different bus. So eventually we'll hop on the bus.
All right, that was not the right bus. It was the route going away from the airport. Something with Google Maps messed it up. So we're getting an Uber, so we'll be at the hotel shortly.
Uber was only $6 from here, though.
Wow.
22 hours infused with pineapple, orange, and coconut. A fresh tropical trip that combines the intensity of coffee with the fruity sweetness of summer. I think we're ready. Iced coffee-wise,
Yes.
do you have like just like iced coffee with milk?
Iced
like,
latte.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
I would love that. Thank you.
We have one with cinnamon and vanilla. You like that or
I'll do the
regular?
vanilla. Yeah, vanilla sounds good.
No cinnamon.
No cinnamon. And then we're gonna do the brunch for 2, the breakfast for 2.
Yes.
With scrambled eggs and whatever else it comes with. Yeah.
Yes. Comes with scrambled eggs, bacon, avocado. What else?
Pancake maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, some
Pancakes.
toast. Yeah,
Yes,
that
that.
sounds great.
Yeah,
that sounds great.
perfect.
So I have right here latte frío vainilla,
Mm-hmm.
agua sin gas, brunch for 2.
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks. Seen gas.
Hmm?
Gas.
What's that?
Without gas. So like without bubbles, non-carbonated. That's
Seen
what they
gas.
say. Seen gas. Seen is no gas. Bubbles.
Oh, so you are I am
Hombre con gas.
a guy with gas. You hear this? Damn. No, that's accurate though.
We just had a really nice breakfast. It was very tasty. One of the things I always forget is everywhere outside of America does not salt their food as much as we do. So the waiter even came by and he was like, "Did you guys want salt?" And I was like, "Yes, please, that's great."
He did.
You know, we will be stopping at McDonald's though later. We were eyeing it on the way in, and we love a good McDonald's.
There's a Wendy's.
The Wendy's. We got competing fast food chains here.
Try and stay awake until 4 p.m.
Yeah, We only have to stay awake for like 4 more hours to reach that goal. I believe in us. I think we can even stay awake until 6 p.m. But we do have to be, we called our shuttle or reserved the shuttle to go back to the airport tomorrow for 3:30 a.m. So we need to sleep. We didn't sleep.
Yeah, because our flight's at 5.
Our flight is at 5:45. It takes off, but it starts boarding earlier. You know the drill.
Starts boarding with something that starts with a 4.
Tomorrow will be a real challenge, though, with the bags. I feel like because we had premium economy, people aren't putting bags above as much. Like we even saw once our bins were accounted for, like everyone in our section put their stuff up, there was still a lot of space. So they were bringing up some bags from economy to fit around. One thing I also love, there are a lot of dogs here. Looks like they're getting kids to recycle out here, which I like. Give a bottle and a new one's born, basically, is what this is saying. So we got some Teletubby looking creatures over here, but I love the message. And look at all the bottles.
Oh,
sorry, go ahead. It's pretty full. Love to see it. And wow, look at this. Didn't even see the multi-stream recycling and trash system. Love it. Secure the tickets. This is a cute little area. It's a very nice park. Hola. And I don't know which one is that one. Gracias. Looking around in here, I feel like as someone who grew up in Denver, this is kind of what people think of Denver, that the mountains are this close, but they're really not. Like here, this is kind of surreal seeing like all of the development, but then you're surrounded by all of this nature. We found that at the top of the hill, at the top of the gondola, was this statue, which I think is a dedication to the birth of Jesus. I was trying to read one of the signs in Spanish, and I know we'll look up a little bit more about it when we get back. But yeah, it was a really cool experience. Moment of silence and observation up there. Jesus is over there, the statue of Jesus. Yeah, it was a nice, powerful, reflective moment and really great views up there. There are 3 different things that we have to figure out today. First of all, we're at the airport. We board in about half an hour, and we're gonna see if we can put our bags as our overhead carry-on luggage. It was fine on the American Airlines flight. We'll see. This is a full flight down to Puerto Natales. I've seen some other people with big backpacks through security, so hopefully they'll let us put them up no problem. The second thing that we have to figure out today is where to store our second bags. We have a backpack full of things, mostly clothes, so nothing valuable, but we need to figure out where to store them while we're on the W trek. A lot of places will let you do this in town if you're staying there the night before, but we're not doing that because we're flying directly into Puerto Natales this morning and then heading straight into the park when we get there. The third thing that we're facing today is that it looks like it might have snowed in the park. Now, Torres del Paine National Park is a pretty big region, so the weather app, it just said that it was snowing last night before we went to bed. So we'll see whether that's just on the mountains, where we're hiking, in our refugios. Not really sure, but we have plenty of layers, so we're ready. It does seem like it would be a little bit early for snow because it's still summer. So hopefully the snow is just on the mountain peaks and we're okay on our trails. We just had a good breakfast. It was a little too early for my stomach to eat something, but Sterling had a full American breakfast with eggs, avocado, some meat, bacon or ham, I don't know. It looks pretty good, and the eggs, I tried them, they were really good. I just had some nice fresh orange juice.
Got my iced coffee, we're chilling. However, they did just make an announcement at the gate that the flight is probably pretty full, and we're going to need to check our bags. So First challenge, will we or will we not have to check our big backpacks? We indeed will. So we've got to do a bit of finagling. Luckily, Sabrina thought ahead, as she usually does, and bought some IKEA bags. So we're going to be able to put our larger bags into that slightly larger IKEA bag, which should hopefully protect them a little bit from the roughage and whatnot.
This one we can go on the plane.
Es grupo 4, ¿cierto? Acá.
But this one is on the plane.
No se puede grabar en este. No pueden filmar.
I think that was the most stressful 30 minutes of my life at an airport, but we're in Patagonia.
So give us a breakdown.
Oh man, I don't even know where to start. So we get to the gate and they say, okay, if you're in groups 4 and 5, you're gonna need to gate check anything that would go in the overhead. We're like, okay. We were anticipating this. We brought our IKEA bags and we're ready. But then we go up, keep in mind that the woman who was helping us didn't speak any English. So I was...
Nobody did.
Nobody around there spoke English. So I was trying to speak some of my Spanish, but we used a lot of Google Translate because it was kind of a stressful scenario. Gates are assigned pretty close to your boarding time. So we just went over to our gate and then she told us we needed to check our bags. But she said that their machine was down, so they only would take Chilean pesos. We didn't change our cash yet. Maybe that's on us, but we were so tired.
We didn't
yesterday.
need to, though. We never needed
and we
to.
would've-
Everywhere take a card.
Yeah, we never imagined that we would need to at the airport, of all places. So she tells us we need to get cash. So she's like, there's a machine downstairs because the exchange is outside of security. The ATM is very far away from our gate. We get to the ATM, it's not working. And so we were like, okay, we need to go back to the gate. So we go back up to the gate and she's like, there's an exchange outside of security. And we're like, okay. And I was like, are we even gonna have enough time? Because boarding is happening. It's like actively happening right now. She's like, yeah, one of you can go, one of you can stay. So we sent Sterling.
So I run from our gate all the way to the security. First, I try and ask a security agent. I'm like, hey, I already scanned my boarding pass. Will I be able to get let back in? Of course, he doesn't speak any English. Nobody there spoke any. So then, luckily, there was a pilot nearby. And I went to the pilot who was trying to get through security. And I was like, hey, can you help me real quick? Do you speak English? He's like, yes, okay, cool. So I tell him what I'm doing, and then he explains to them. And they're like, okay, yeah, you can come back in. Then I was like, okay, where's the currency exchange? And they're like, oh, it's in another terminal. It's like 15 minutes away. So I was like, okay, 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back. That's 30 minutes. The gate's closing in 10 minutes. There's no way I'm making that. So then I called Sabrina. She didn't answer because she was arguing with the gate agent. I just ran out and started running to the next terminal. And then she called me back and was like, okay, come back. I think it's fine. So then I just start sprinting back, sweating.
And then she runs my card. I was like, what are you kidding me? I don't think that she even tried the first time. I don't know. She said, we got a new machine, so it'll be fine. We can try again. But I honestly did not see them get a new machine. I swear she just was punking us or something. That's honestly what it felt like.
I make it there where I think one of the last people
Very
to
last
board,
people.
minutes before. They probably were holding the door just for us. I heard the announcement on the intercom that was like, our flight is closing the door and we need to get there now or they're leaving. And I'm sprinting trying to get there. So yeah, first challenge overcame. We did get our bags here. We had to pay a little bit extra, but it's okay because we are now in Puerto Natales.
Challenge number 2. So we didn't just get here without any plan. We know that Stasher has 2 locations in Puerto Natales that we could store our bags, theoretically. But we're gonna go into town and see if we can figure out something with our hotel. That seems to be the best possible scenario, or the most likely scenario. So follow along and see if we can overcome challenge number 2. The most random song to play in the airport right now. Birthday sex? What? Welcome to Patagonia? Question mark. Let me.
I didn't know we were gonna be partying like that.
Uber works here, so we're gonna get in an Uber. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Yeah, thank you. The airport was even smaller than I imagined. It's like this one building, which, oh my god, that sounds stupid, but it's like small, and you just land on your strip, walk off the gate with the little like stairs that they wheel up to it, and then you're at the baggage claim. It's like a very simple operation. It's okay, we're about to curve the bend the other way again. All right, gotta get a few things out of here first, since we had to shuffle at the plane. Let's see. Most important thing probably that's in here is the camera. We found these cool little camera cubes, and they've been really nice. It's like a very discreet way to just like in and out of the backpack, in and out of the backpacking bag, weatherproof, carabiners, amazing. Highly recommend. What else is in here? I don't even, oh, my shoes, yes. We're gonna clip our little recovery slides onto the straps on our backpacks, which can't really do that through the airport security. We're at the Best Western Patagonia, nicest Best Western I've ever seen. And honestly, challenge number 2 was the easiest one to overcome, which I was actually thinking it wouldn't be. It'd be the hardest. So, and also no snow. So far, we'll see. We have to go like a few hours into the park if there's any there. But they were able to take our bags, which is really nice because we're not actually checking into the hotel until the end of the trip, even though we're gonna have them store the bags from the 5th to the 10th, or for 5 days, like many days before. Sterling found this cute little bakery, pizzeria, breakfast spot. We've got about 2 hours until our bus leaves, so we're just trying to find some things here in town. Sterling might want to get a puffy jacket. We need some butane or fuel for our little fire stove. And what else are we looking for?
Eggs.
Oh, the supermarket to get some eggs. We got a little egg container. But yeah, right now we're just walking around. There are so many cute dogs. I love it.
Many dogs.
We even found a little motel, Casa Lucy. Makes us think of our dog. And yeah, we have about 2 hours till our bus leaves, so just trying to get things done. We got everything we needed from the town. We just got to the bus stop. I really wanted to get some hiking poles. I didn't want to travel with them here because I didn't want to check my backpack, and I don't think you can take them through security generally. So my plan was just buy some when I got here that I'll take on the trip, and then we'll check our bags on the way back, because at that point we'll have already done the hikes, done the trip. If anything gets lost or delayed, doesn't really matter. But a good thing to know, which we had no idea, everything is pretty much closed from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. All the shop owners were taking their breaks. Thankfully, we caught the guy who was selling the gas little butane container right as they were leaving, and he let us buy one. I think we would have found another store that would have let us, but it's a good thing to know that you probably won't buy anything from 1 to 3 here. Super excited, can't wait to get the hike started. Today we're doing about 4 miles, maybe a little less, because we're gonna hike up to Refugio Chileno. There are a lot of different ways that you can do this route, and this is just what worked for us, but feel free to leave any questions in the comments, because we did learn a ton about routes you could do, ways to plan it, and we'd love to help. But for now, let's go check out the bus station. Nice and clean in here. Let's see if we can find some outlets.
I bet we can.
We have many fellow travelers. Let's look over here. This looks like an outlet. I think. Let's try her out. I was joking that I'm a day hiker, not a backpacker, because the backpack was really heavy, but then I hiked it up a little bit more on top of my hip bones, like you're supposed to do, but since we're walking around town, I just didn't do it. But it made a huge difference. Success. Get a little charge in before we hit the park. Unhappy dog. It was $34.64 for 2 people to get into Base Central. So we're doing the hike from east to west. So Camp Central, you go to the terminal Laguna Amarga, and then take a shuttle to the Welcome Center. So many logistics with this trip. But yeah, bus is at 2:15, 2 hours. Be there at 4:15. We just got off of the bus behind the bus right there, and got on a different shuttle to transfer from Laguna Amarga over to our refugio, or like the Central Chileno entrance. Here are our tickets. I think you can prepay for these because some people had wristbands, but you can also just pay in cash when you get here. So it was
like $10.
$5 per person roughly.
$10, $5.
They do take Chilean pesos and USD. We played with Chilean, but she said they take US. So off we go. This is about a 15-minute ride, and then we'll be able. I think there's one more welcome center. So we already got our tickets checked back behind us at this first stop to make sure that we have entrance into the park. And you do need to pre-buy that. So make sure you do that before you get here.
What do you think about the bus ride in?
Oh, the bus ride in was interestingly bumpy, kind of like the suspension. Oh, it's very bumpy here as well because we're on unpaved road. But it was a pretty quick ride. I enjoyed it. Sterling slept a little. Hello. We're trying to go to Central.
Refugio can be.
Refugio.
Refugio, the black building. This is the refugio.
Oh, okay. So we're actually trying to walk to Chile now. So we go from here. We're staying at Chile now. Yeah.
Tonight?
Yeah.
The Chileno from here until there is 2 hours walk.
Yep.
Just follow the same trail. Here with this door. The same trail. Refugio, Campi, Base Torres.
Okay.
To
Perfect.
follow the trail.
Awesome.
The signs until Base Towers or Chileno Campi.
Thank you so much. We're choosing to do the W track, which is the orange route. But if we had more time or more zeal, I did not think I was quite ready to do the full O, but that would have you go along the yellow as well. That is like, I think people say 8 to 10 days, depending on how fast you are a hiker, maybe a few more. This is dangerous.
We're getting merch.
Getting merch. In your words, we don't need any more totes.
True.
Does anyone else feel that way? Lots of totes. It's only
Maybe
because
just us, honestly.
it might just be us.
Might be.
I have a lot of totes. My friends know I like to use reusable bags for everything, so they give me presents in totes now, which I love. So we just have a lot of them. Not complaining. It's more sustainable.
Keep them coming, friends.
Yeah, keep it coming. What do you have over there?
Take the American out of America, but you can't take the beer and the hot dog out of the man.
What?
Pretty good.
Semi-early bedtime tonight, so
Yeah.
we can wake up again tomorrow at a similar time.
I don't want to think about it. Collectively, I probably got a solid 8 hours of sleep within the last 24 hours. Listen, if you're not downing a beer and eating a hot dog before you hike 10 miles, I got nothing to say to you. You need to get on my level. You need to take your life and amplify it. You're not living hard enough.
All right, we're ready. Let's go hike.
It's the official start.
The official start of the W, hiking to Chilena.